I just wanted to share why I love living where I do. I don't know how to put all my pictures and stuff on here. I'll figure that out eventually. But I live in this little village, about 15,000 people in the highlands of Guatemala. And I just came home, and it's just so glorious to be able to be in a place where people are kind and loving for the most part. A friend of mine had a horrible experience. That wasn't along that line, but for me, for the most part, that is my experience. What I love is anytime that I go out, there's I don't know how many hugs and kisses I get. And that to me is just, this is so lovely. You know, even people I don't, I just sort of know, it's like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Anyway, there's a lot to be said for the environment in which you are in most of the time. I remember having not so great environments, and they were great for the experience of which they presented me. Okay, so. But I'm in the highlands of Guatemala on a lake called Lake Adelan. I'm surrounded by a volcano, and there's two other ones next to it. They're dormant. It's a different kind of life. It is far different than anything that I experienced in the United States. I've been in Central America now for a little over 3 years. I did spend about 9 months total now. 2 different trips in South America, mostly Peru, but I did spend a little time in Bolivia. I would love to go back there. And I also spent some time in Colombia. I didn't do a whole lot of touring in Colombia because that was near the end of our trip, and we were kind of beat, and we were just ready to chill out. We spent a little time in Bogota. It was cold and rainy and miserable, and all I wanted was heat and beach. So my friend and I went to Santa Marta, which a lot of you may know, but that wasn't what we wanted either. And then the Airbnb place where we were stayed, she said, "Oh, you need to go check out Ganga." And we stayed there for 2 months, right on the beach. It was lovely. Even in the end, when the owner of the hotel tried to, what is it when they steal your shit and expect you to pay to get it back, which I didn't do. Anyway, shit happens, and it's all for the experience. And, I'm no worse for wear. I'm a firm believer in the Hermetic Principles, all 7 of them, especially cause and effect, law of vibration, all of those things, they all come into play. And for whatever reason here, I have been able to immerse myself in my esoteric endeavors. And it's really nice because a lot of my friends here are also on this path of there's more to this life than we were told. And, anybody that knows me on my posts on Facebook or my comments here on YouTube, I'm no stranger to controversial opinions. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, I just love it here. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I can live here on my small pension very nicely. I have a beautiful apartment with, one of the things here in Guatemala, the shower heads are usually what we call a suicide shower, which is an electrical contraption where water goes through and there's a heating coil in it. It's hooked up to electric wires. It was a little leery in Flores the first time I experienced it. In Belize, we didn't have hot water. It just came through the cistern. It's hot as F there, so it's nice to have a little cooler water. But anyway, it's like, oh, okay, that's how they do it here. Everybody's doing fine. I'm learning to put aside my expectations or the things I thought that needed to be. Am I doing myself a disservice? I don't think so. I think I've broadened my horizons. I've found I have a lot more strengths than I thought I did. And yeah, to be around, especially here, the indigenous people, these are the, for the most part, the descendants of the Mayans. That was the last big ruling class here, or anyway, great civilizations, which we don't hear enough about. And although they have been indoctrinated very strongly into Christianity, there is still, at least here, still a little bit of the old ways that are prevalent, and that's what I like. I was, it's not good and it's not bad, but I did have like a really pukey outlook on Christianity for a while, just because when I became aware of the deception and lies that have been melted in with the good stuff, I was just really mad. Just really mad that that has been done to society, because I've kind of been one of those people that's, I don't do authority very well. Sorry, Mom and Dad, but you know, bless their hearts, they had a little bit of rebel in them too. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shown up in me like it did. But yeah, authority, they just didn't seem to always know what was right for me. I always had this idea of, I don't need anybody telling me what to do. I'm very clear on what's right and what's wrong. You know, and just because you think it's wrong doesn't mean it's wrong for me. If you understand what I mean? And vice versa, because anybody that knows me knows I can be quite opinionated. I'm learning to keep that like in check. Like, okay, there's many versions of this, and I understand that now, much better now. But I love it here. It is the land of eternal spring. It's been nice and warm lately. We haven't had rain for 3 days. We are in the middle of the rainy season. This could be, we just talked about it this morning. Nope, it has slipped my mind. But there's a part in the rainy season where it won't rain for a while, and they call it something. Anybody that knows what I'm talking about, put it in the comments and help everybody else, because I did have a cocktail for dinner. Went to go see my friends that own the 420 bar here, and another friend, Paul, was doing some stuff over at another hostel, Faye, and he actually brought us the most awesome hamburgers for dinner. So I stayed for dinner and had a cocktail and enjoyed the company of many wonderful people that were there this evening. And lots of hugs and kisses, which, you know, I know a lot of people aren't into that. I enjoy it. I do, and I try to be aware of people that aren't into it, which, you know, I have some friends, and you know who you are, and I know who you are, and it's okay. It's all good, you know. Again, I had a friend that had a horrible experience, and my goodness, I just want to give her a huge hug. I'll see her tomorrow. She's not having the same experience I'm having, but anyway, it's different. It's different living in a country where that's not my Spanish. Anybody that knows me knows my Spanish is not good. I can get by. I went to South America only because I knew English wasn't always spoken as a second or third language. And here it would be a third language for the locals, because they speak Quechua and Tutahil, which are indigenous languages spoken here at the lake. Two out of, I think, 13 different dialects of this thing. But it's a challenge, and I do my best. I do most of my friends speak English, and some of them don't. I get it. I have enough Spanish that I can get done what I need to get done, and when all else fails, I have a translator on my phone. So it's just, you know. Anyway, I just wanted to share something happy here. Happy 4th of July to those in the United States. I've got my opinions on this as well. Everything's related to astrology, and there's some things about that. We just had a new moon, so that's not always the case. Anyway, I ramble. Just wanted to share how lovely, how wonderful I feel, and I hope most of you out there do get these blissful moments, and maybe share them, because I think we need more bliss and happiness in the world. All right. Much peace, love, and harmony. All right.